Hello YouTube, LJ Draco here. You're probably wondering why the title says what it says. Now, for anyone who was in my live stream a while ago, my last live stream, people will understand what this video is about. And a lot of people are probably expecting what was talked in that live stream. For those who haven't seen that live stream and have no idea what I'm talking about, you'll find out soon enough. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this video I will be getting quite angry. I will be very serious, but I will try and remain as professional as I can be. As you can tell by the title, this is a video I'm hoping that one day, they probably never will, but I can hope and pray that one day Paramount Pictures will see this video and understand where the passion from a collector and from an audience is coming from. And this video is about the fact of how the best Transformers movie they've put out in years, since the original since the first film came out on the 7th of the 7th of the 7th in the UK. Right, and the only reason I remember that is because I used to have the poster on my window because I freaking loved the first Transformers movie. I thought that broke the boundaries of cinema at the time because I was so used to the cartoons and the originals. It was so nice to actually see Optimus Prime on the big screen and our first live action kind of introduction to the most beloved character in the Transformers movies since the first one came out, and that is Bumblebee. Now, this was advertised all over YouTube, on TV, that this was going to be in cinemas in 3D. And when I looked for a 3D listing, I could not find a 3D listing for this movie in any cinema. Then, there was posters advertised that this was meant to be getting a 3D Blu-ray release. Then all of a sudden they all disappeared and then there was no mention of it getting a 3D release whatsoever. Now I'm really pissed because my channel and most of my videos, if you check my channel and if you've seen my videos, are 3D related. My favourite platform is 3D. 3D is the reason I kind of started my channel properly. 3D is the reason I still collect 3D movies and certain movies. 3D is my hardcore passion. Now, this film was fucking amazing. I absolutely love this better than any other Transformers movie that exists. This is the best one they've done because not only, it's not even a Transformers movie, it's a Bumblebee movie. The title kind of explains it. You get the beginning scene, like spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen it. But you get the beginning scene showing us Cybertron, showing us the Transformers, and then this becomes a self-discovery story for a teenage girl and for the youngest and smallest Autobot on Cybertron about discovering who they are, what their purpose is, and they find it within each other. And this is the most realistic, heartwarming Transformers movie we're probably ever gonna get, right? So when I saw this, and there was even a 3D trailer on YouTube for this. There was a 3D trailer. And the 3D was better than any of the 3D releases of Transformers we've seen so far. How do I know? I own their 3 Transformers 3D movies on 3D Blu-ray. Because I love 3D. This was not so good. This has amazing 3D. Their shittiest one that they've made, the worst Transformers Paramount Pictures has put out, has the best 3D out of all 3 of them, and yet this was the worst film. That got a 3D release. However, they decided to say, oh, I'm so sorry, but we'll put Bumblebee in 3D on Sky. Now, here's another point that I'm going to make. I do not watch TV. I don't have Sky. I don't have Virgin. I use Netflix and Disney Plus only because people ask me if I wanted them just as something to use when I can't think of a film to watch. Fine, but I don't watch TV. I don't own these boxes. I'm never going to own these boxes. You put Bumblebee on 3D on Sky, but you couldn't bring yourselves to just spend a little bit extra of putting it to a disc for the actual physical collectors out here that have the passion. Disney are still doing 3D movies. Other companies are still... I know 3D isn't that big. I know 3D isn't as popular as it used to be. But if certain companies are still doing the job and putting movies to 3D, why couldn't this get a 3D release on physical media? And that is why I am pissed. I went to the cinemas to see this. I fell in love with it in the cinemas. And this isn't even a joke, I was crying about a week afterwards because I really wanted to watch it again, but my cinema didn't have it in anymore. It was out. It was done. I then had to wait for it to come out on Blu-ray because I refused to watch pirated and torrented movies. I refuse to do that because you can't watch them properly. You can't enjoy them. And I know there's people out there going, you can get Blu-ray copies. No, I don't care. I like waiting. However, I really couldn't wait to see Bumblebee again. And all I kept thinking in my head was, fuck, I can't wait for the 3D Blu-ray of this. And then to find out that we don't get it. And all we get is the fucking 4K and the standard. Which, don't get me wrong, at least I own it. I'm still happy to own it. I'm still very happy to own Bumblebee on Blu-ray. Because it's still an enjoyable film. However, as a 3D collector, and as someone for the passion of the 3D technology, which you used on the film, you couldn't put it to disc. You couldn't even put it to like a burn-on-demand copy, like Warner Brothers sometimes does, or other companies do. You couldn't even do that. Like, I'm so angry about it. And before anyone says, you can't get a burn-on-demand like 3D film, the US are doing a burn-on-demand Abominable from DreamWorks. So that's that, yeah. If DreamWorks can do it, why can't Paramount? If Warner Brothers can do burn-on-demand copies, why can't Paramount? I own all of the Transformers films on Blu-ray. I own them all. Right? And I own the last 3 that came... I mean, if these 2 got given 3D conversions, I would have bought those and got rid of them. But they obviously, unfortunately, didn't. But I own all. I am a fan of this franchise. I know there's a lot of people that give crap to all of the Transformers films. I enjoy all of them, but the last one, because this had a lot of problems. But the last 2 on 3D... I mean, the 3D was not that great. Anyone who says... this has fantastic 3D. I'm sorry, but to me, I don't see it. I'm not saying you're wrong, because maybe to you it does. To me, I don't see it. Right? But these two are beautiful 3D presentations. These give the 3D fans and collectors exactly what we look for in our movies. Perfect 50-50, in-depth and pop-out 3D. And that's what I was hoping for Bumblebee. When I watched the 3D trailer on YouTube, I saw that. I saw that perfect 50-50. And I was over the moon. I was ecstatic. Even in that trailer it said, in cinemas in 3D. And I was like, yes! Why didn't you just put the 3D film to disc? Now, this is something that I'm going to say, because I know there's probably a lot of people out there going, oh, there's more important things than, you know, movies and 3D movies being put to... I understand there are more important things. I'm not trying to make it out like this is any more important than anything else happening in the world, because nothing in this world is more important than what is going on now. In reality. No amount of anger I have towards this compares to the hurt and upset of millions of people right now. And I completely understand that. I'm not talking as a selfish person. I'm talking as someone with a passion for a platform in which they've used on the film and didn't have the decency to at least put it to disc. So that the collectors who don't have Sky, who won't have Sky, can watch it. Because it's going to cost me a lot more money to pay for Sky just to watch Bumblebee in 3D when I could have paid £20 and owned it forever. Where's the fairness in that? I mean, Disney did the same thing with Ralph Breaks the Internet. I mean, I'm so lucky that I had a great friend, Eva, who went out of like their way to send me a copy of that. But Eva didn't have to. Shouldn't have had to. Because that's where 3D is going wrong. People are using the technology on 3D releases, and then they can't be asked to put it in countries that actually still appreciate the platform. I'd understand if there was like a German release, an American release, or Italian release somewhere. There is no 3D physical version of Bumblebee anywhere. And that's what breaks my heart. It breaks my heart to know that they didn't put it out physically anywhere, only on Sky. And it pissed me off. Pisses me off. I'm very angry. I'm very upset. And I think that if Paramount does see this video, and Paramount can see that I'm not yelling at them, like, it's not really in a nasty way. I'm yelling because I'm let down. I feel as a collector and as one of the very few fans of the actual Transformer movies, even they've got to understand where that's a problem. Putting it to Sky Plus but not on Blu-ray, that was a bad choice. That was a really bad decision. Because it's stuff like that that's going to make people like me, at some point, giving up with your products. And not caring about them anymore. Because that's when, like, for example, here, I'm going to make a dig at a company at the moment. And this company sometimes does 3D releases. I had a problem with Sony. Because they released Hotel Transylvania 1 and Hotel Transylvania 2 on 3D Blu-ray. And then their third film, they decided to go, nah, no 3D release. Why? Why would they do that? That's horrible. Why give it a 3D release in cinemas but not put it to disc? There are so many 3D films not being put to disc but being shoved on Sky. When there are people like me who don't watch TV and then don't buy Sky or Virgin because we don't need it. I think it's highly unfair that these companies want us to have to pay for Sky to watch their films, when they actually earn less with these movies being on Sky than if people bought these physical copies. Paramount, I think you did yourself in a really bad deal here. As I promised in the live stream, I would have a friend back me up in this video. And I'm just going to let them take it away for 5. I'll be back.
Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. So just do it!
You heard it yourself. Now, my editing skills are absolute shit. So I know he looked terrible. I know it looked terrible. But I promised I'd have a video with it in. So there you go. Right, he was there. You got what you wanted. Right. I'm going to end this video here. Paramount, if you ever do see this video, and you can understand where I'm coming from. I mean, if you have that decency as a great company who could put out a beautiful film, give it the treatment it deserved. Give it a physical 3D release. Even if it's a burn-on-demand copy. Just do it for the sake of, I mean, it deserves it. Give the best Transformers movie you've done the better version of itself. Give it that lovely 3D release. Anyway, that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed. I just hope it does something. Even if it just makes people laugh, I hope it's something. At least I won't feel like I was angry for no reason. Take care, you wonderful, wonderful people. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Why isn't it ending? Come on, stop. End!
Just do it!
I'm trying.